Hey YouTube, back again. Here's the video I promised last night about the new to me 1995 Nissan Pathfinder that I bought as a parts truck that looks like it's going to eventually turn into a rock crawler of some sort. You can see it has no front end or no grill, no bumper, no lights. That's how I got it. It's got rust issues, but all in all, mechanically it seems to be in good order. Here's the engine. It's actually quite clean for it being as old as it is. A little bit of surface rust on some of the brackets and stuff like that, but that's common for up here, especially for a vehicle this old. I've seen a lot worse. Yeah, the guy I bought it from said that it hadn't been started since about November of last year, and he brought a battery with him and a little bit of fuel, put the fuel in there and hooked up the battery, and it started up. Not right up, obviously. It needed to build up some fuel pressure and kind of get that engine turning a little bit, but it did start up and ran very smooth, surprisingly. Transmission is good. The engine and transmission are going to be pulled out of here. I'll go through the basics on both of them, and as far as cleanup and stuff like that, and get them all painted and make sure that I'm not going to have to pull them out again and then put both this engine and transmission inside of my 1991 Nissan Pathfinder. These have about 130,000 miles, whereas my 91 has about 250,000 miles on it already. So they should last quite a while, as long as I go in here and do the timing belt and the basic routine maintenance on here that would be a pain in the ass to deal with. Rear seal, stuff like that, oil pan gasket, anything that would be a pain in the ass for me to deal with but doesn't cost too much. Pain in the ass to deal with while it's in the engine compartment and wouldn't cost too much for me to do, I'm going to take care of. So this fender obviously is rusted and dented. Depending on what I do with this, right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out what it takes to make something like a rock crawler or buggy of some sort street legal out here, and apparently it's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. They have a homemade vehicle thing out here, and there's very limited rules and regulations on them. However, I guess the insurance thing's a bit of an issue. The insurance could be pretty high from what I've told for home-built vehicles, so I might want to register it as a Pathfinder. If that's the case, I'm going to need as much of the body of this as possible, I would assume. Again, I'm still researching it. If I choose to use some of the body on here, I'm probably going to utilize the fenders, even though they're damaged. I'll just fix this rust here and probably just use the top section of these fenders. Both sides, obviously. This side has a little bit of rust. Well, not a little. It's got a lot of rust there and there, but it's not nearly as damaged as the other side. Hood, I don't know if you can tell. It's got a dent right there. It is what it is. I'm going to beat the dog shit out of this thing once I get it running and operable as a off-road vehicle, so I'm not too concerned about dents. Interior is actually in really good shape. Door panels. This door panel doesn't have any issue outside of the speaker grill is damaged. And actually, it might not even be damaged. It looked like the speaker was removed and the grill was put on the inside where it should be on the outside. Probably because it was... looks like they tried to glue it on there or something. No cracks in the dashboard, which is awesome. I think this dash is going to come out and go in my 91. The reason being is that if this turns into a rock crawler, I do not want any part of it to resemble, factory. It's going to be full custom. So, I kind of like this steering wheel over the one I have in my 91, just because it's got the cruise control here on the steering wheel versus over here on the switch. So I might just go through and swap out everything, all the electronics, everything from this into my 91. Love the center console. Wanted one of these for a long time. These are the type that have the cup holders in them. They're kind of useless for the passenger, but you know, they make a bit of a difference when you don't have any cup holders, so that's nice. You know, and it's not damaged at all that I'm aware of. It's got the switches over here. It's got an alarm system in it. I'm not sure if it's factory alarm or what. You know, it's got the remote, the factory remote control on the keychain, but it's got another remote control, so I have a feeling it's an aftermarket alarm. And you can see the horn down here, but it's got remote start, which I'm really digging, and I hope I can get to work in my 91. That'd be nice to have. So again, the interior is in really, really good shape. Even though I'm missing the headrest back here, my 91 has this same exact color headrest that I found in a wrecking yard. I couldn't find the blue ones because my 91's got blue interior. So I've got the same exact headrest in my 91 that I can put in here and good to go. However, what I'm going to do, even though these are in great shape and I do not need to reupholster them, I am going to. Because I have my 91's got interior in it right now. I'm going to pull these out of here, and then I'm going to recover them since I've got an industrial sewing machine in the basement, and I'm going to redo them and take these door panels out of here and try to customize the door panels. And when I do the dash install, I might keep the same color dash and just build everything based off that color. I still have to kind of figure that out, but I'll just install the brand new door panels, brand new reupholstered seats, and I'm probably going to use this carpet again. I'll probably pull out this carpet, try not to damage it, and put it in the 91 because it's, the gray carpet, and it's better than the blue that's in there, and I won't have to spend any money to buy new carpet. So, and it's got, these things seem to be in good shape, so I'll probably take these out and put them in the 91, this little cross section with the dome light. Headliner is what it is. I have this, I have that, the dome light with the rearview mirror. I have that already. There seems to be some sort of a wire coming out of it. Not sure what that is. I do have the speaker inset for here in the back on my Pathfinder. I don't have the grills though, so that's nice. Back plastic here on the hatch is in great shape. Outside of being dirty, the carpet back here is in great shape. Bumper's a mess, but it doesn't matter. I don't plan on using it. The rear hatch has got some serious damage here, rust damage. I'm not sure how well that's showing up. Got a contrast issue here. It's on both sides. Let's see if we can get this to balance out so you can see here. There we go. As far as the reason why this guy sold it is because of the rust. It wouldn't pass inspection out here. It's got the third brake light. It's an XE. Missing one of the hinges up here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to pull out all the glass on this. If I choose to use part of the body, I'll probably leave the windshield in, and that might be about it. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. It really depends. I'm not trying to spend too much on the cosmetic aspect of this thing, but it rains out here, and so I need to make sure that that's addressed. Let's see if we can get this balanced. There we go. So here's what's going on in the rear section of this frame and why it didn't pass inspection. Okay, I think this frame is actually salvageable. The rust is really, really bad. Especially over here. Get this to adjust. There we go. You can see that. You know, we got some down on here on the rockers. I'm not going to climb underneath it right now just because I just got dressed with some clean clothes. I got an appointment to go to. We're getting ready to hand over a check to secure our location for our wedding date, so I can't get dirty right now showing you guys this stuff. So there we go. Again, it's got rust issues, you know. That's why he sold it. But it is what it is. I still think I can salvage the frame. I don't need any of this rear section. Basically, from the control arm mounts back, I don't need any of that. You know, and yeah, there's a lot that can be done. If I choose not to have the body on this at all, there's so much that I can do with that frame as far as how much I actually need and what I can cut off and get rid of, you know, and that even includes the front suspension area. If necessary, you know, I could build a front clip subframe over here to hold the engine. I'll probably want to move the engine back anyways if I turn this into a buggy, which will give me a little bit more clearance for a front axle and allow me to maintain the wheelbase. So anyway, that's what we got going on. Again, if you watch my video that I posted last night, I plan on putting into the shop hopefully today. Got a little bit of a late start, plus this meeting's going to set me back, but if not today, definitely tomorrow it'll be in there. The Saab's getting ready to go in there as well, and got a lot of organizing to do tonight, so I'm looking forward to getting started on this. I don't have an engine crane yet, but I know for sure what I plan on doing is pulling the front fenders off, pulling the hood off, and I'm going to start pulling this engine, pulling everything off of this that I need to get the engine out of there. The condenser, all of this stuff, radiator, all of that stuff's going to come out once I have a good look at you know what's going on here. After I remove everything that needs to be removed, what I may end up doing is cutting this whole front support off and the inner fender wells all the way back to the firewall, just cutting the entire thing off so that I can gain easy access to pull that engine straight out versus having to, and the transmission all in one unit versus having to struggle with it. I would like to be able to set this thing on an engine stand and tear it apart that way, or put it on my welding table or something like that and tear it apart that way versus busting my knuckles trying to reach in back here between the firewall and all that crap. So we're going to try to do this the easy way. And because I don't need this as a vehicle, the more cutting I do of the body work, the easier it's going to be. So stay tuned. As soon as I get this thing in the shop, we're going to start posting videos on YouTube as well as photographs on my Facebook page. Go down to the description. Check out Alvarez Metalworks Facebook page. Like the page because that's where you're going to see the photos. There's also going to be a link. I'm not going to put it there right away. If you don't see the link down there right away, don't worry about it. Check back. There's going to be a link there to a build thread on NPORA, which is a Nissan Pathfinder Off-Road Association website. So I'll put a build thread on there and where I'm going to update, I'll post the videos there and both photographs of this and my truck before or after progress. But check out that stuff. Definitely hit the Facebook page though. Like the Facebook page, show your support there, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on it, talk to me, interact. Let me know what you think of the project and how it's going, and it'll be much appreciated. I'm very active. I will respond if you ask me a question. I'm not going to just leave you hanging like a lot of YouTube channels do. And we'll go from there. Alright, talk to you guys later. Thank you. Subscribe, comment, like. Bye.